Welcome to Retirement Ramblings. I'm Scott, and today is day 84 on my countdown to retirement. So today I set up an appointment for tomorrow, October 10th, with my 401k representative for my company to discuss my 401k and Roth 401k and what I need to do to transition those over to my self-directed IRA and Roth IRAs following retirement. I don't know whether I have to wait all the way until my last day. Do I have to wait a month after my last day so that the records are updated showing my termination from the company, etc.? So I'll get all those questions answered tomorrow, along with some other questions that, like, does the 5-year Roth 401k time limit, if I transfer the funds to a Roth IRA, does the older Roth IRA dates count, or do I still have to worry about the 5 years from when I started the Roth Roth 401k? How those two numbers work together? So questions like that I need to get answered. Then I finished updating my old TiVo Roamio over-the-air recorder with a software and a channel guide update. Once I did that, rebooted the machine, it came up and everything functioned as I expected. I also logged in to my old TiVo account and made sure everything was good. It's all showing properly set up. Then I went through and basically highlighted all the channels that we get over the air. And then I went into the channel guide and registered all the programs that I want to make sure that we can record. Put priorities on them, pick the right, HD channels for them to record. So got all that set up, and I think everything's going to work. Then I ordered a 15-foot 4K HDMI cable so that I can route it from where I want the over-the-air Roamio recorder to sit through the wall behind my fireplace and then up the jack and out to my television so that you won't see any of the wires. And I can use cable management trays so that literally it'll just blend into the black coming around to the TV. I'll be able to move the TV like I want, and there'll just be that one cable. And then the main difference versus the way I expected things to work is I'm going to need to use two different remote controls. One remote control for the TiVo Roamio when I want to watch the over-the-air channels and or the recordings, and one for my Vizio to be able to watch the Vizio Watch Free Plus or the Sling channels, like the things I got for CNBC as an example. And I did confirm that the CNBC programming that I set up properly recorded the programs today, and then they played back and they look great. So I'm pretty sure I'm all set on the Sling side of the equation. It worked good. It looks good. Then I ran over, had gotten through Instagram, I had gotten a coupon for a haircut over at Great Clips. So I went and ran over there today because it wasn't, I think there was like a 10-minute wait or something. So I was able to get in pretty quick, get my haircut, the little bit that's left. There was a $9.99 coupon, so took advantage of that. That Great Clips happens to be in a shopping center with a Publix, so I ran into Publix, picked up a few items that we needed, and also picked up a Publix turkey and cheese sub because I hadn't had anything to eat and I was starving at that point in time. Grabbed that sub, took it home for lunch. I ended up speaking to my son for about 2 hours, catching up with him about his trip to Boston, the conferences he went to, among other things. And then I ended up making a pork tenderloin for dinner, along with potato and onion pierogies. And I made those in oil fried, which is my wife's preferred way, as opposed to air fried or baked or some other mechanism. So had that for dinner. Then I confirmed that I was able to sell out of Oracle today. The amount of shares that I wanted to sell, I still have a significant position there, but I was able to sell out of the number of shares of Oracle that I wanted, lock in the gain that I wanted, and then I took the proceeds that I got from Oracle and I placed orders to get into the XLF, which is the financials ETF, the XLV, which is the healthcare ETF, and Citibank, symbol C, in advance of earnings season kicking off at the end of next week. So, for the financials has done really well this year. Healthcare's lagged. I I have two healthcare stocks. One's done great, one's done not so great. Uh, and I'd rather have the basket. Well, I'm keeping the one that's great because that's part of a long-term plan for that particular holding. But the one that's not so great, I'm going to jettison and basically just keep the kind of the bucket, if you will, of the ETF in the XLV, and then I'll just play healthcare that way. And that's really it for today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section down below or drop me an email at myretirementramblings@gmail.com. Otherwise, I hope you have a great evening, and until tomorrow, take care.